A very good morning, traders. Welcome to this video on the euro dollar and pound dollar. My name is Chris from Elite Currency. And before we take a look at the markets, wanted to let you know that my SWAT method is going to get some big upgrades and updates, in fact, the next months in the second half of 2019. SWAT book with a lot of pages explaining everything from A to Z, but also a new SWAT course, new SWAT strategies and indicators. Check out this link for more info. All right, this is the euro dollar, and so far price is moving as expected. ABC pattern after a strong move up, after 5 waves up as well. So I think that you can see that how nicely those moving averages work, because price first moved to the 21 EMA, which is typical for wave A, can go slightly below it maybe, then kind of rides above it / in the 21 EMA, but doesn't really break above it or move away from it. Typical for wave B as price hits 61.8 fib from this resistance. Then once it breaks below this bear flag, right, and breaks below the 21 EMA, look how impulsive it then falls down to the 144 EMA. So from my point of view, ABC completed, and the moving averages show that very nicely, and price is now, I think, bouncing at the 144 EMA. That said, this candle is quite small. It is bullish, but it is small. So could it extend? And the momentum has been quite strong. So I am expecting a bullish reversal at this spot. And if you put a fib from here to here, I think it's at the 61.8 fib. There we go. 61.8 fib. Very close to it, at least. 112.75, key quarter level 2. And if we put a fib on the wave A like this, then it is also at a key Fibonacci target. So a lot of reasons for me to see a potential bullish bounce. But the momentum is strong. And if price makes kind of like a bear flag and then continues lower, it could push for one more lower low and get divergence. The target in that case, or the bouncing spot, I should say, is 112.50 in my view. But if it breaks below that, well, then something else might be going on. I might see my analysis invalidated in the sense that I expect a bullish bounce. And if it pushes below 112.50, well, then that might become a little bit less likely. All in all, though, you can see that price is in this uptrend channel for the moment, and that this looks like a retracement. Now, yesterday's candle was quite bearish, and so that, as I said, that could be something that creates a little bit more pressure to the downside still today, maybe tomorrow, right? So that's something to be aware of. And it was certainly a strong break after three dojis in a row, indicating correction, strong break to the downside. So yeah, some downside pressure, could take place. Ultimately, though, I think 112.50 is going to be a bouncing spot, also because of the quarter round level, also because of the bottom of the uptrend channel, also because of these tops that were resistance and now become support. A lot of reasons for price to bounce in this zone. But if it breaks below 112.50, well, of course, then this could be the end of the bullish correction, and price could be back in a downtrend earlier than I am expecting at this moment. So let's see. For the moment, I'm expecting bounce here at now, or 112.50, for a move up to 114.50, 115 are the targets in my view on the euro dollar for the moment. All right, pound dollar is moving lower, and I think that there could be a little bit more bearish pressure on the pound than the euro. I think it could fall down to 125.50. But got to keep in mind that 126 could be a bouncing spot too. Those are head and shoulders level. This being a left shoulder, this is a head, and this being a right shoulder potential. That could be a bullish reversal pattern. So that could be something. I think there could be bearish pressure down to that, and then a bounce at this zone for a bigger ABC pattern. This being wave A, this being a wave B, and up for wave C. And on the 4-hour chart, we can see, I think, pretty clear 5 waves. So from my perspective, likely to be wave A, maybe wave 1. This looks like a wave A, B, and now we go for wave C of a bigger wave B or 2. Now that wave C is probably not finished, although it could be finished if price breaks above the 21 EMA and 144 EMA. That could indicate that this ABC is already finished. But for the moment, pressure is down. Price action is below 21 EMA, which is below 144. Bears are in control. So on the pound specifically, I think more downside is likely for the moment until price hits the support, and that could be a bouncing spot. The confirmation of upside would be a break or the pullback continue after moving lower like this, then bouncing, break, pullback, continue of the 21 EMA. The invalidation is if it breaks through this bottom at 125. If it breaks through that bottom, well, then this is not a 5-wave up, or if it is, it's a corrective wave 5 of C. And in any case, at that point, downtrend is more likely. So pretty straightforward, short video, I guess, today, but I think that wraps up kind of my view at this moment, expecting down, bounce, correction, and continuation up to 128.50 for the moment, but it could be more, because let's look at the daily chart. You see price did bounce at the previous support zone. So this could be a big wave A, this could be a big ABC within B, and up we go for wave C. All right. So from that perspective, the intermediate target is 128.50, 129. But if this is a blue wave C rather than a wave 4, it could go up way more than that. So that depends a little bit on how price responds to 128.50. If it bounces there, it could still be a wave 4 and down it goes for another wave 5, for instance. But if it breaks above that, then this pattern is probably playing out. All right, that's it from my side. Thanks for joining this video, and hope to see you in the next one. Of course, if you are interested in SWAT, this is the link right here with more info about that. Of course, you can always write an email and ask any questions you want about it. And otherwise, wish you good trading. See you soon. Cheers.